All criticism of my person of the decade Brian Git should stop immediately. He is a brilliant man. He's rude, grumpy, miserably unhappy, bad-tempered, desperate to be noticed, and has an awful lot of money. But then, ha ha ha, just to prove I have a sense of humor, I could be describing myself. Whilst I have a flair for amplifying and monetizing my negative characteristics, Brian Git is without a doubt the biggest business genius on the planet right now, and I will continue to tell everyone he once sent me a text message, and that he remains a close, personal friend. Anyone who criticizes Brian, or me, is just jealous of all the powerful celebrities I exchange text messages with and should go back to attempting to live their insipid, unfulfilled life. I regularly exchange text messages with powerful people, and Brian Git has not achieved his earth-shattering business success through being nice. Git is undisputably a tough man to work for, with a leadership style built around shouting. New employees are reportedly shown induction video footage of Git going on an office rampage because someone didn't switch the coffee machine off at the wall after using it. The video allegedly shows Git bellowing at a young male employee until he bursts into tears, before demanding the employee's phone and calling every number in the contacts and bellowing at them also. Each new employee famously asks, "When was this footage filmed?" The answer is always yesterday, and fresh content for these videos is available all the time. Git is said to possess a high degree of sociopathic characteristics, as all staff members who have been punched in fiery meetings would confirm if they weren't legally prohibited from doing so by non-disclosure agreements they are forced to sign. By his own admission, Git has a temper, and the concept of peaceful coexistence within marriage is completely alien, as his 4 ex-wives would attest, were they not also legally gagged. Yes, Git is mercurial and capricious and can be verbally and physically violent. Yes, he once punched an employee into a vending machine. Yes, he made his sales team drink their own urine and then compare it to his. But look at how much money he's made. Surely the unhappiness is wrought upon people's lives is outweighed by this astonishing amount of money? Surely provoking shouty confrontations over things as seemingly inconsequential as what color napkins to have for a buffet lunch is a normal and accepted part of what can be a testing environment. Some may no doubt argue that this is simply about being responsible for your own emotions and treating people decently, that Git should not be allowed to behave that way, or should at least employ a person he trusts to help manage his behavior by pointing out when he is going too far. Argue this if you want, but it doesn't work. I've tried it. In my newspaper days, I employed Kyle, an ex-Special Forces operator, to monitor my interactions with employees. I gave Kyle clear instructions to punch me in the face whenever I was being unacceptably unpleasant and confrontational. He lasted 1 day, at the end of which both my eyes were black and I looked like a panda. I don't really believe all the things I think are right in my articles or know why I habitually describe everything that ever happens with the language of war, but conflict is money, and that's how I see the world.